Welcome to Tim's Take Live. I am not Lamar Odom. Whatever happened to Lamar? You seen him? Has anybody seen him? Has anybody seen him? Last I heard of Lamar, he was on crack. Is he still with Chloe? I don't know, man. I haven't heard anything about him. It's so long. And we know, that cocaine, that crack is a hell of a drug. Hope he's all right. The story I got for you today is of a New York Police Department officer who says he was racially profiled, beaten, assaulted, and arrested by New York Police Department officers. Oh my goodness. All right, here goes the clip. Has anybody seen her? Anybody seen her?
Get back.
This video is of an NYPD officer assaulting a fellow officer. The man in the green pants is first-grade detective Harold Thomas.
He throws me to the ground head first, and they commence to roughing me up, to beat me up. My son and everybody else that's around there is yelling, he's a cop. What are you doing? He's a cop.
He's a cop!
Thomas is describing an incident that happened 2 years ago. After partying here at La Marina nightclub in Washington Heights with his son and friends, the detective says the night took a terrible turn. When he walked back to his SUV, a Cadillac Escalade, 2 uniformed cops approached him and said Thomas's car fit the description of a shots fired call. The detective tells us he quickly identified himself.
I could never just show one without the other, if I show somebody the shield, we want to see the ID card, So I showed them both, and I said, I'm Detective Harold Thomas from JTTF, that's who I am.
The 28-year veteran detective had an official police plaque in the window of his SUV, his shield, and his service weapon. So at that point, Thomas thought showing his ID would be enough. But he says it was far from enough and far from over when a third uniformed officer showed up.
The third cop comes up, and he's a John Wayne. He spins me around, slams my head on the hood of my car, which actually made a dent in the hood of my brand new car. He grabs me by the seat of my pants, throws me to the ground head first.
With Detective Thomas down on the ground in handcuffs, hurt, his own adrenaline running high, and according to Thomas, the more officers that arrived to the scene, the more things got out of control. And when a lieutenant arrived,
I says, Luke, can I talk to you? I'm expecting him to take control of the situation, and he just, took it to another level. He starts very unprofessional. He starts cursing me, you're a disgrace, blah, blah, blah. And he takes his hand and he hits me in the face and he mushes me, almost knocks me down.
You hear them say, hey, he's one of us. How did you feel at that point?
First I'm dazed because I was almost knocked unconscious, but I'm in disbelief. But then I regain my senses and I'm saying to myself, these guys are in trouble.
the story took some twists and turns and led to charges against Thomas that include DWI, resisting arrest, and assaulting a police officer. But those charges were immediately dismissed. The case lagged out for at least a year and led to an internal investigation. In the end, this decorated officer felt isolated and betrayed.
Even though I did more in my career than all three of those cops put together, you know, they decided, you know what, we're going to look out for the three white officers.
The incident changed Thomas. After going through hearings and departmental reviews, Thomas retired, still proud of the work he had done throughout his career and still believes the NYPD is the best department in the country, but...
After my incident, I didn't even want to have anything to do with any uniform officers. I didn't trust them after that. And I've been with them for 29 years. Police officers, even though you got to be hard, should also be sympathetic.
A glimmer of hope came to Thomas when Police Commissioner Bill Bratton took over.
Commissioner Bratton is on the right track. It all boils down to training and supervision, you know. And when a cop messes up, you gotta discipline them. That's the only way they're going to learn.
Thomas's son was also assaulted when he tried to help his father. The video you see there in the piece made a big difference on how the case was handled. Tamsin.
What a story, Nicole. Well, so you hear the officer say he's one of us. What is the protocol when officers stop one of their own, and was that actually followed here?
Well, the policy states the uniformed officer is always in charge, so Thomas was supposed to do exactly what that uniform officer said, even show his ID 30 times, whatever it took. But out of frustration, Thomas did not do that.
Harold found out he was a nigga. Harold, you black, man. God damn it, you got drunk at a club, Harold. You got drunk, you got toe down, and then you got smart with the cops. And they're like, who's this motherfucker? You ain't nobody. And yeah, you got to show your badge. You know, I was with you all the way to the end. All the way to the end when the lady said, reporter said, you just didn't want to show your badge to everybody. You're like, I showed him. Why I got to show everybody? Drunk ass. So they locked you up, Harold. You got what was coming to you. And I know it was a very humbling experience. 29 years of you being on the giving end. Now you're on the receiving end. I know that must have felt awkward. Got these young cops whipping your ass, treating you like dog shit. Like you've been treating people like dog shit probably for 20 years. And I'm not saying you aren't a good cop. I'm not saying you deserve what happened to you. What I'm saying is karma. That's right, karma, goddammit. Karma came back to visit you. And hopefully, it'll come back and visit these officers. Now look, this is not all bad. You may get a nice settlement. They already dropped the charges, so therefore, them roughing you up, they're going to have to give you something. You go out and buy a boat to go along with your nice Escalade, something you can, nice boat you can tow, get your little boat slip, go fishing and shit. It's a good life, man. You look good, man. You look good for an older guy, man. Been working 30 years, damn near 30 years. So you're about 50, I'm guessing. That's perfect, man. Retired, got your money. Everything, bruh. I want to feel bad for you, but I can't, man. I don't see no bruises. Now, if I see some bruises, a crushed eye socket, something. Give me something, Harold. But nah, man, you made out good, man. Next time, Harold, look, and this goes for all you officers out there. I know it's a lot more brothers out there with stories similar to Mr. Thomas here, but you haven't come forth for whatever reason. Yeah, I know you got some stories to tell of you getting your ass kicked by cops even though you are a cop. Or some near misses. Like, almost got you, boy. Almost got you. What? Somebody must have looked out for me. They almost got me. Come on now. Like they was about to hit you with that baton. It's like, you was like, hold up. They was like, boy, you took a little bit longer. Boy, I was going to hit you. I know it's happened. All right. I'm Tim Black. Hey, look, guys, before you leave, I need you to help the drunken peasants. Yeah, help them out, man. We need you. Seriously, I need your help. I need you to go to the description box below and find a link I'm going to put there so that you can sign a petition to get their channel's situation straightened out. See, somebody, I think, had an axe to grind, and they got them false flagged, right? And if you know me, you know I worked with them before, right? We did some videos back and forth. I've been on their podcast a couple of times, all that good stuff. So look, they're good people, Ben, Scotty, TJ, and I'm sure whatever happened, it was a misunderstanding. So we need to get their channel back on board, all right? So they can stream their shows and everything's good. So go to the description box below and sign up. And tell YouTube to let my people go. Let my people go. Hook them up, man. See, TJ, I told you make me a drunken peasant, man. Then this wouldn't have happened to you. They'd have been like, oh, man, they got Tim Black. He got a black card. We can't flag his shit. Nah, not now. You know? Affirmative action. Feel me?